Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's nice to see you, or not see you, wherever you are and whenever you're going to see this. I was going to go outside today and do a Facebook Live with horses in the background, but it's Southern Alberta and the wind is up, so you wouldn't hear a thing. And I'd get my head blown off. So I decided to stay inside here. So what do you do when you're thinking about and feeling into, when your body is giving you messages that are loud and clear? Well, not necessarily clear, but are loud, that are speaking, they're turning up the volume of things that we just simply haven't had the capability of hearing and understanding before. So especially when we use the term, well, the body is wanting to teach me a lesson. How many of you, well, from my vintage, when I was told I'm going to teach you a lesson, there was some shame in that. There was some space of, you're not learning things fast enough. You need to learn this. So as we work with our bodies, and we're getting information from our bodies that is becoming loud and intense, when we let go of the shame of, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, or what's this, and also the fear. There's a great deal of fear that comes with pain, isn't there? And so we wonder, and I'll tell you, I know this one clearly because I've been walking with the experience of arthritis for the last few years. And you wonder if this is your lot for the rest of your life, if this is that downward spiral. And so we set ourselves up into a fear cycle. We're going to do the 5 healing elements today, and we're going to go through all 5 of them. And you'll hear as we go through them, the information that we're going to bring in, the feelings that we're going to invite in, and the ways that we can release the feelings that are contracting and making our bodies, making imbalances in our bodies. And so as you feel into that and feel the thoughts and feel the emotions especially, Master Lin likes to say, we take our money and we take our body to the doctor and we say, here, fix me. Because we want a guru. We don't understand what's going on inside of our bodies. And there's so much information to be learned, isn't there? Like there's just a whole ton, like it's vast, and it can become overwhelming when we're faced with all of this information and we don't understand the answers. When we meditate, and we meditate specifically with one purpose each time. So one question, take one question, make it a simple question. If you're dealing with some massive amounts of pain, narrow that question down. What can I ask right now? So the question could be, what do I do next? The question could be, what do you, body, want me to know? What am I missing? What am I missing? And not in a self-shaming, self-deprecating manner, but just simply, I'd like the information, please, because I'm going to use the information. And then in those quiet moments through this meditation, I'm going to leave a fair bit of space in each one of the movements for quiet practice. And we can do these movements standing, sitting, or lying down. So if you're in so much pain at this moment when you receive this that you can't actually get up and do the movements, find yourself a comfortable position. That's something that is comfortable. And close your eyes and see yourself doing these movements. And see yourself asking and receiving information from the universe, from your master, for you. Because when we take our money and our bodies to our doctors or to other practitioners and we say, here, fix me, we hand our power away. What I would like you to hear and feel and understand from my practice of Spring Forest Qigong is that I'm helping you to understand how to take that information and take that conduit up so that you get information specifically for you and you become your own guru. And yes, we ask questions of other people all the time. That connection is critical and important. And we take their answers and their possibilities and we take them into ourselves and we take them upwards. And then we ask, which of this is applicable to me? So let us begin. We're going to begin by tapping. We're going to tap here between the eyebrows. As we tap, we're going to begin to breathe. We're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And even as you breathe, you may feel your body speaking to you. I've got a little bit of a muscle underneath my left shoulder blade right now that's been speaking to me for the last few days. And so as I breathe deeply, and it's not nearly as loud as it was, we're going to tap down our bodies. And the message that particular muscle was giving me, for me, this is information that came to me, for me, was I need to breathe deeper and I need to slow down and prioritize. We're going to take and tap on our kidneys. Kidneys are vitality center, and especially if you're dealing with bones and bone densities and stuff, specifically the bones, not necessarily the soft tissue that attaches to the bones. This vitality center is really important. We're going to tap our hands down into the sacrum now and down into the tailbone. As you tap into the tailbone, and if you're sitting, if you lean forward and just tap into that tailbone. Each time I tap in that, I just feel a sweet, sweet, sweet release in the whole hip area, in the anus area, in the hips, in the muscles in there, the organs inside. We're going to tap on our hips on the outside. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And allow your hands to just sit down, and we're going to begin to bounce. As we bounce, you're going to bounce out of the knees. And again, if you can't do this, if you're standing and you're in pain and you're trying to stand and do this, put your hand on the back of a chair, receive some support. In Spring Forest Qigong, though, we do not push through pain. So if your body is asking you to sit and receive this, or lie down, or find a comfortable position, honor the body. Dr. Candace Pert, who's a psychoneuroimmunologist, she says the body is the subconscious mind. So all of the pain that we're receiving in our body is clearly messages, but they're not necessarily clear messages until we can find the code. And the message, all healing is message healing. We're going to swing our bodies back and forth to the side. In this space now, bring in an image, a memory of a time when you were very happy, when you had complete joy. It might be a fleeting moment. Every time I invite this invitation in, or this visualization in, I always think of myself as a child about 6 years old, in bare feet, probably filthy, running around my neighborhood with my friends in my yard as a child in a little town in Moosehorn, Manitoba. That was joy. Had no cares. I just have this image. Bring in an image of a time, a moment, a freeze frame when you just felt joy. If you don't have one, create one. What might that feel like? What might it look like? What might have been going on? As you continue to bounce, bring in that feeling of joy. This is our healing code. When we bring in these feelings, and we bring in these ideas, and we bring in these thoughts in the moment, our brain only works in the moment. And these become our healing codes because our body heals in love and joy. We're going to allow our hands now to float above our heads. If you find yourself yawning, this is releasing. It doesn't mean you're tired. It means you're actually releasing. Find yourself yawning or sighing or taking a big deep breath. I find that very often, especially in my internal refinement meditations, there comes a time when my body takes a very spontaneous, huge, big breath. It just inhales spontaneously and deeply. I've learned to know where I am in my body at that same time. So as we're bouncing, and the bounce is coming out of the knees. So we're just flexing and extending our knees. And as we do this, our ankles are soft and our knees are soft. And our shoulder blades and our shoulder joint is soft. If your hands are forward like this, it will stiff up the shoulder blades. So take your elbows out and open if possible. Allow the hands to move up as high as is comfortable. Please honor your body. It's doing its very best for you. If you're aging, it's been doing its best for us for a long time. If your hands cannot be up here, allow them to float down slowly. Everything is slow and soft and repetitive in Qigong. Allow them to float back down and envision them up. I will illustrate that as they float down. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So I'm envisioning my hands still up. Allow the chin to drop down. Bring a smile to your face. If you're in pain, you might wonder why the smile. Allow the smile to disappear and then bring it back a couple of times. And see the difference in your body. It probably feels a little bit lighter, a little bit softer when you smile. The smile means start my internal love engine. And the smile actually goes to our brain. It does a lot of very specific things in our brain. This is science. And so as we smile, we set up a bunch of different, and I'm not going to go into them because it'll take us up into our brain. The smile changes the brain and the whole body. We're going to go into a quiet, long exhale and come into quiet stillness. As you land into that stillness, feel your fingertips. They may be tingling. Your palms may feel full. Your elbows may have floated away from your body. This is your chi you have felt that you have activated. Our chi is our energy. The expanded definition, though, is chi has a life force to it. It creates life, it sustains life. Chi also has a blueprint. How can this body, mind, spirit, and soul function in perfect harmony? It holds the blueprint. And it also has intelligence to see and enact the factors in the blueprint. As you breathe in through your nose now and out through your nose, see yourself right now at the beginning of the universe. This position is called beginning of the universe. See yourself out in space, the beginning of all things, creation. As you see yourself in this space, this creative space, feel how you are carried by love. If your visualization has you floating, what are you floating on? What is sustaining you in this float? It is love. Feel the ultimate, intimate, eternal love of the universe infusing through your whole body, coming in through the top of your head, coming down like a beautiful light, filling your head, illuminating your brain, giving you information, coming down through your throat, into your heart, illuminating your heart in beautiful red and white light, and traveling down even further into your lower dantian, your navel area, where there is health in the navel. Feel that beautiful light spread. Feel the love. Here in this space, we give a password. The password is, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together as one. When we state this password, just like we put a password into our phone and we access all the power of the phone, we give this password into the universe. And now we have access to information from the universe and power from the universe. And we refine this by setting an intention. To set the intention, we call upon the energy of a master. You choose who your master is. Your master can be someone who has profound energy, deep eternal wisdom, great healing powers, deep compassion. Your master can also be your own inner light, your own inner knowing. You choose your master. We call upon our master in deep gratitude and we say something like, dearest master, with deepest gratitude for knowing who I am and for being taught who I am. I set the intention for my practice right now, and you decide and ask for what you are here for. Perhaps it's understanding, perhaps it's wisdom, perhaps it's pain relief, perhaps it's knowledge before the relief comes. You set your intention. Our beautiful Qi that has that blueprint and the life force and the intelligence is directed by our Yi, the intention, the desire of our heart. Our Qi will never take away our choices. So we've set our intention, we let it go. We come into the first movement, which is the moving of yin and yang. Yin and yang are opposite energies, always seeking balance, always needing each other, never alone. Our right hand is up at our throat. Our left hand is at our lower dantian, our navel. Our right hand comes up and out and down, and our left hand comes in and up. And we slowly trace a beautiful elliptical shape. We're moving our yin energy down the front of our body and our yang energy up the back. Our breathing is now in through our nose and out through our nose. We have that gentle smile on our face and we feel our body tall up into the universe. As we breathe in the essence of happiness. In this moment, on this breath, I receive happiness right now in my whole body. Happiness washes through my whole body. Your mind might say, but my body hurts right now. We're going to invite the mind to also receive on each breath each of these expanding feelings, this feeling of happiness. I feel the green essence of happiness through my liver and through my gallbladder, into my eyes so that I can see deep into the portals of time. I breathe happiness into my ligaments and my tendons, those firmer, soft tissues. And as I exhale, I release any anger that I might be holding. Our body doesn't always know how to release things, and we don't need to know exactly what it is. We might know. But as we inhale happiness, And we exhale any anger that has come in and stayed in our bodies. We say thank you to the anger. Anger comes to set a boundary. When boundaries have been crossed, anger comes in to reset the boundaries. If the boundaries have been reset and we are safe, the anger can go back out of our body. If we've not been able to successfully set boundaries at any time in our life, the anger may stay to protect us. All of these contracting emotions are a protective factor, and so we can say thank you. Thank you, dearest anger, for protecting me in some manner. I'm becoming more balanced now, and I'll receive you in the future with more balance and more joy when you come in. And so if there's any spaces in my body that are holding anger, I release you now in love and gratitude, and I breathe in happiness. In this happiness, I know that I can receive anger and embrace it and love it as well. Nothing need be lost. Nothing need be pushed away or shoved down or told that it's wrong. As I breathe in happiness into my liver and my gallbladder and my tendons and my ligaments, I feel them breathing and sighing and balancing. And this happiness expands into joy, and my hands come down to my lower dantian and feel this beautiful yin-yang ball. And we move into the breath and the movement of breathing of the universe. And this yin-yang ball expands and our elbows lead as we breathe in joy. And as we breathe out, we compress this yin-yang ball. We feel, as we compress the yin-yang ball, we feel the balance of yin and yang coming in through our hands, into our arms, into our elbows, up through our shoulders, into our whole body, bringing in balance. As we inhale, we receive joy, and as we exhale, we lovingly receive any hatred that has gone into little places in our body and created rigidities and hardnesses. Like anger, hatred is an important emotion. Hatred is intensified anger. Breathing in joy, and it's red. Breathing out any hatred with love and gratitude for how deeply and firmly and carefully it protected us. And still does. Breathing in joy and bending our knees as we breathe in. We feel this red light of joy into our heart system. As we breathe in joy, we feel it rushing, sweeping and instantly being in our heart, in our bloodstream. We feel it in our endocrine system and all those hormonal glands. We feel it in our lymph system. These two are the triple heaters. The fire of joy burns off any hatred. And we breathe in joy deeply into every cell of our body, into the molecules between the cells, into the light spaces. Breathing in joy, we breathe it into our tongue. And our tongue softens. And the tip of our tongue touches the back of our upper teeth in softness and harmony. Our teeth are gently parted and our jaw is soft and loose. We feel this red light of joy all through our blood. And as the heart beats with each beat, and it moves the blood, and the blood actually has components that move itself along through our body, carrying joy through the veins, through the arteries, through the capillaries, caprioles, the venules, deeply down into every little particle of our body. We are filled with joy, and our spirit is filled with joy as well, and our soul rejoices as it sees us balance and receive what it knows. Breathing in joy. We allow our hands to drop slowly to our sides. Our palms are up. And as we slowly lift our hands, we feel underneath our hands, the hands of 10,000, thousands of our relatives, our ancestors, carrying us, holding us up, cheering for us, sharing their wisdom with us. We feel the support of them under our hands as we reach our hands up into the heavens. And here we feel this beautiful yin-yang ball. As we bend our knees now, we bring peace from the heavens down into our bodies through this yin-yang ball. And as we stretch up, we release any anxiety. Our joy has expanded into peace. As we bend our knees, we bring in peace, and as we stretch up, we release anxiety with love and gratitude. Anxiety helps us to think very carefully, to check and double check and triple check so that we don't make any mistakes. As we bring in peace, we realize that there really are no mistakes. There are experiences. As we bend our knees, we bring in peace, and we feel ourselves pumping energy and love down through our bodies into the earth. And as we're connecting with our heaven's energy and bringing heaven and earth down together, we are the conduit for that peace. Do we feel that peace in our stomach? We feel it in our spleen. We feel it in our muscles and in our lips, in our pancreas. We receive peace, the yellow light of peace from the sun. The sun warms us, helps us to grow, puts vitamins into us, nurtures us. As we feel the peace of that nurturing, as we bend our knees, as we breathe in, and as we breathe out through our nose, we release any anxiety with love and gratitude. All of these contracting emotions help us. They protect us in some manner. Peace protects us even more. And so we can release the anxiety and drop into peace. As we allow our hands to come together above our heads, our fingertips gently touch. We have our hands pass gently down the top of our head, past our face, past our throat, past our heart, to our lower dantian, and the fingers now turn down towards the bottom, towards the floor. We walk our right foot out about half in stride, and our fingers now make a heart shape. We shift our body weight to the left as we breathe in, and we shift our body weight to the right as we breathe out. As we breathe in to the left, we breathe in the feeling of contentment. Our peace has expanded into this space of knowing that the universe has for us all experiences, all love, all information for our highest good and our fullest expansion. Even those difficult things that we've experienced, we learn from them, we expand from them. As we breathe into the left, we breathe in contentment. As we breathe out to the right, we release any sadness, any depression, any grief we might be holding, things that happen to us, things out of which we have no control, losses. We breathe in contentment as we feel into those feelings of sadness and depression and grief. And we say thank you to them for allowing us to feel all that we can feel as a being. We breathe in contentment in through our skin, into our lungs. And the color is white. We feel this beautiful white light of contentment, washing through our lungs, washing through our large intestines. We breathe it in through our nose. We feel it in our sinuses. Drop our chin down, allow our shoulders to open again, and rock in contentment. Just as you would sit in a rocking chair with a newborn baby, we are that newborn baby, and we are being rocked in the arms of parents who love us perfectly and infinitely and exquisitely. Each one of us. Parents that have enough love for everyone. There's no rationing. We are just as important as the next person. They know our name. And we are content, knowing that all of our needs are met. As we shift to the right, we release any sadness, depression, and grief with love and gratitude and say thank you. Thank you for helping me to feel all that is to be a human being, all that it is to be an eternal being. Thank you for helping me to receive all of my emotions. And I am content. Walking our right foot back to about shoulder width apart. Slowly bring your hands together. This prayer position with our hands is very gentle and very soft and tender. The fingers just have enough pressure to hold a piece of paper and they come to our heart. And here we're connecting with our heart's energy. In our last movement, we were connecting with our own body's energy. Here we're connecting with our heart in deep gratitude. As we bow forward, we inhale. And as we come up, we exhale. As we bow forward, we inhale beautiful gratitude, the highest vibration. And as we exhale, we release any fear. We breathe in the blue light of gratitude. We feel our bodies being washed clean. The water of the earth. Cleansed of fear. We feel this in our kidney system. We feel it in our bladder. We breathe in gratitude and think of something for which you are grateful. Tiny little things. Add them up. I'm grateful for my hair. I'm grateful for clothing. I'm Grateful for the breeze on my face. As we breathe into gratitude, we feel this washing through our kidneys and through our bladder. And we feel it coming into our bones. Our bones are the structure of our bodies. The deepest gratitude is also the most magnificent parts of our bodies, the bones and the bone marrow. Bone marrow builds life, sustains life. In the bone marrow are stem cells, blueprints for everything. We breathe gratitude into our breasts, which nurture. We breathe gratitude into our reproductive organs, which create life. Breathe gratitude into our anus, which either holds things in or releases things and lets them go. We feel the sacredness of our whole body. Feel the sacredness of our mind. Feel the sacredness of our spirit. We feel the sacredness of our soul. And how we are connected to all that is and all possibilities. And we have a purpose here. And everything we do has purpose. And even though we are simply one little person, as we connect with our Master, the universe, divine, source, light, and realize our own purpose, and join with the power of the universe, our purpose expands and can be carried out with power. We receive that power, we connect with that power, that bigger power that is more than just me. And then there's no such thing as just me. I am a part of everything. My role is unique and important. Silent practice now. Go back to what you set as your intention. Feel the information you're given. Rubbing our hands together, open your eyes. Breathe in that deep joy. You can feel how that expanded from happiness to joy to peace to contentment to gratitude. Huge expansion up into the universe. We're connected. Our chi has been expanded out into the universe, and now we're bringing it back to ourselves. Not to be kept and hoarded, but just now we realize how the power we have by this practice, how we create power, how we access power. We're going to bring our hands to our face. Bring your hands on either side of your nose. Bring them up across your face. You're massaging your face and gently stroking your face. And as you do this, say to yourself out loud, I love you, and use your own name. So I would say, I love you, Roxy. Say it 3 times. I love you, Roxy. I love you, Roxy. Observe how difficult is that to say. Those difficulties that you hear, those voices that say, don't say that, don't do this, don't do that, that's what's caught in our bodies. Those are the treasures. Hearing those voices, bring them out one at a time and say, I love you, little voice of shame. I love you, little voice of sadness. Hold them to you. We're going to tap the top of our heads. 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to take our ears. We're going to massage our ears. So you're just going to unfold your ear and bring it down. Give a little gentle pull on the earlobe. Our faces and our ears hold meridian points, acupuncture meridian points for our whole organ system. And so as we close our practice by sending love and gratitude to our whole body again in these points, we balance everything. It's all about yin and yang and balance. We're going to tap down our bodies. And here now, we're releasing anything that was loosened through our practice. And we're letting it all go back to the universe. We're lifting up our hands. I'm going to tap in the left armpit. And now in the right armpit. If the source of all this creation was love, then love is also the root of any contracting emotion. Remember, they are coming in to protect us in some manner. And so we can take it all back to love and say, thank you for protecting me. Thank you for helping me. Interlacing our fingers, rotating on our bodies, on our bellies, to the left, or to, it's going to be clockwise. So my body is the clock face, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. We're rubbing our bodies, all of our organs, and saying thank you so much for working in such great harmony. In the Qi activation class, the level 1 class, we're going to tap our hind. Can you tell I'm a horse person? In our Qi activation class, we go through how all of this works. Bringing our hands up and tapping in our kidneys, and why we do all of these movements. There are hundreds and thousands of years of practice and information in this little half hour or 40 minutes that we spent together. As we understand it more deeply and we become more skilled, we access more power. And tapping the top of our knees, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the backs of the knees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the left knee. On either side, we have meridian points that go down into our legs and down into the earth from our legs. There's 6 channels in each leg. We're going to come up on our toes and drop to our heels. If you are pregnant, don't do this drop. And I say that to everyone so that if you're sharing this practice with somebody else, you just let them know if you're pregnant, don't do the heel drop. We want babies to be nice and comfortable and happy and contented. Namaste, my friends. I love being with you, no matter where you are. Sometimes there's nobody following, but I know that you're there at some point when you see this and receive this. Receive also my love for you, my joy in being your brother or sister as we travel this planet together. Namaste. I will see you again.